Hi everyone, I'm Sahar Gharachorlou. I'm a past life regressionist, that's a metaphysical therapist, a life coach and an author of 2 books which are related to self-help and emotional well-being. I have had a few videos in the past about past life regression, and I have been receiving more questions which people want me to answer. One of the most important questions that I really wish to address is, a lot of people ask me, is it okay if they see a past life in meditation and do it on their own or do it with the help of a friend? If you really want my honest answer, it is not at all okay to do that. Because there is a reason people like me are trained, and there is a reason that we call it a therapy. It is not entertainment. It is not past life tourism. It is not that you want to just go and just because you fancy about what the past was like, you want to go and see it. And let's say even if you see certain glimpses of your past, it's not really going to help you. Because I have mentioned this in previous video, but because I get so many people, and I do understand money and resources can be a strain, and maybe you don't want to spend money on something like this, then please avoid it. Because you don't want to open a wound which is already infected and then leave it open without doing anything about it. You must realize it is really a serious matter. It's a serious topic. It may sound very adventurous, very fancy, very matter of the mind kind of a thing, but you need to realize you're going to be dealing with something at the subconscious level of the mind, and your subconscious mind or anyone's subconscious mind is actually 6,000 to 10,000 times more powerful. So if with the mind that you have created a kind of a chaos that now you want to go into a past and heal it, imagine if that chaos is being repeated at a level where it is 10,000 times stronger and more powerful. Can you imagine what can that do to you and to your life? I really want you to take this seriously. If you do not want to spend money, there is no compulsion you should do a past life. Find other ways of doing things. But if you want to save money and still do a past life, then this is really not only it's not a smart idea, it's actually a dumb idea. Because then you will need a therapist who will do more sessions to first get this one corrected, and then go to the original matter and resolve that for you, help you resolve. She or he, we will not resolve it for you. We will facilitate you to resolve. And why we can do that is because we are trained, we are skilled. It's 15 years of experience, and any therapist who is seasoned, who's experienced, would have worked a lot on him or herself as well. So they know what they are doing. I agree there are some people who also don't know what they are doing, but then you need to use your gut feeling. So this brings me to the second question. Few people have asked me, how do we know if the therapist is experienced, and how do we know if the therapist is the right one for us? Well, usually you need to do your due diligence. You can check them online. You can even ask a reference of a client if you simply don't trust. But if you've come to a point of you need to ask for a client reference from the therapist you're contacting because you don't trust the therapist, then definitely no matter how good the therapist is, that therapist is not your therapist. It's not meant for you, because this whole matter of any form of therapy, whether it is counseling, simple psychology related work, or is it kind of work that we do, which is like inner child, past life regression, family constellation, we need to have a space of trust. It should be so safe. Your therapist, whoever you contact, should be able to make you, within the first contact, even before the consultation, make you feel very safe, and that you can trust that your vulnerability, your secrets, your life patterns, your weaknesses will stay with this person, and it will not be discussed, it will not be abused, it will not be misused. You won't be, manipulated through the process, because we have all kind of human beings, and some of us can be therapists, some can be accountants, some can be doctors, some can be engineers, right? So if you can have an immediate sense of trust and an immediate sense of connection, and you can feel safe with this person, then only you should go. It doesn't matter how famous one person is, it doesn't matter how many years of experience a therapist has, it doesn't matter what their social media profile tells about them, because those things also can be created, right? But you have to trust your gut feeling, especially in these matters. You would know your inner voice, the way you feel, the vibes, the energy, as soon as you connect with a person in any form. It can be virtual connection, it can be on phone, it can be you actually meet the therapist. It doesn't matter what it is. But if the therapist, you can trust the therapist and you can feel safe, then only you should go ahead. Now, after that, it doesn't matter if the therapist is famous or if what is the price of the therapy you're getting, because now you know you're going to be in safe hands, you're going to be in skilled hands, you're going to get the resolution, someone who will be able to hold your space. If the trust and the feeling of safety and a feeling of homecoming with your therapist is not happening for you, or you simply don't believe, you just don't believe in this process, you just want to go and check and probably challenge it and see, oh, they say past life regression works, let me see how it works, then you should not do it, because you're going to waste your time, your money, and the time and energy of the therapist, right? So pay attention to your inner voice, pay attention, do your due diligence, and also realize, genuinely remember that this really is not a joke. We are dealing with serious stuff. I am planning to have a podcast with a few of my clients, whoever would be ready to share, because a lot of people don't want to come in front of video and camera and actually share their stuff with people. It takes a lot of courage. But I really want you to hear from the clients, not from me, that how tricky can a session be, how a good therapist can maneuver through your wounds, your emotions, everything gets magnified in a session. So it is very important the emotions are handled, the wounds are cleansed, they are healed, the issue is resolved, the patterns are broken, the curses are undone if there are any, the oaths and vows are taken care of. Anything that needs to be resolved in any dimension, any reality, at whatever level, is actually resolved during a session. It is not just about going and seeing a session. So please, please, please pay attention and don't think this is just a joke. And if you genuinely feel the session or the therapy, it can be past life, it can be anything, is not worth your money, then you should not do it. Then don't get into it. Then don't spend and waste your money on it. Now, this also brings me to tell you about just one thing, that if you genuinely are having a problem and if you have really done everything and you couldn't find the solution, no matter what the price, if you really, really want to heal something, you would pay the price for it, right? If you want to live with someone, you feel he or she is worth it, you will have the courage and you will pay the price for it. If you have a dream and you have a price, you have to pay a price for it, you will still follow it, right? So you need to realize what are your priorities. How much do you think this challenge is affecting you? And is the money and the time and the energy you are investing in resolving it is worth it? Do all your calculations, due diligence, connect with the therapist, feel the energy, and then only go for it. If one or all of these things are not working and out of curiosity you want to do something and go and do a therapy, please, please, please do not do it. It's not going to serve you. It will not really be of any sort of benefit even to the therapist. I think the lowest value for anything is money and the highest value for anything is time. So don't waste her or his time and even your time. And I hope this video will help you, and I hope by now I have answered all questions about past life regression therapy. God bless and take care.